Hello everyone, welcome to Pediatrics by Dr. Anand, and today's topic of choice is growth and development. Pediatrics, chapter 1, growth and development. We have covered multiple questions regarding growth and development. Let's continue further. The last question which we just discussed in the previous video was, I thought of just telling you again, the rate of the increase in the head circumference in the first 3 months of life is how much? Is it 2 centimeter per month? Is it 1 centimeter per month? Is it 0.5 centimeter per month, or it is 0.25 centimeter per month? So we just finished in the previous video that the rate of the increment of the head circumference in the beginning 3 months of life is nothing but 2 centimeter per month. Are you understood? Did you understand? Very good. Okay, now coming to the next slot of the topic. So baby, now I told you just now you took the head circumference of the baby. Why did you take? Because you told me, sir, either that could be microcephaly or that baby could be macrocephaly. Yes or no? You told me, right? So most importantly, microcephaly, either the head circumference is smaller, or macrocephaly may be a big head or a big size of the head. Are you understanding? So PG entrance question number 1, microcephaly is defined as what? Head circumference less than -1 standard deviation, -2 standard deviation, or -3 standard deviation. So now please write it. Microcephaly is defined as nothing but head circumference less than -3 standard deviation. Do you know what is standard deviation? So most importantly, I'll just tell you in a simple words. Whenever a patient comes to us in the OPD basis, we check the head circumference, we open our book. In the book, we have this one point where the normal head circumference for the corresponding age it is given. Okay. Then we have -1, -2 and -3. If roughly if any baby's head circumference, normal head circumference is 34, but I calculated that baby's head circumference was 29, so then that baby might land up into -1, -2 or -3. So any baby who is landing up into less than -3 standard deviation of the head circumference for the mean for the age and the sex, then I would like to define that this baby, sir, is a typical proper case of microcephaly, and for your PG purpose, microcephaly is defined as head circumference less than -3 standard deviation. And macrocephaly again, so macrocephaly again a PG question, it is nothing but more than 2 standard deviation. See, it is not -3 and +3, it is -3 and +2. So more than 2 standard deviation, nothing but more than 95th centile is macrocephaly. These are the PG pure questions, no doubt about it. They ask like that only, less than what, more than what, like that. So now you know what is microcephaly. Macrocephaly definition over. Just a small pic I wanted to show you. This baby is a case of microcephaly. Just I want to show you like how does it look like. So this baby is a case of microcephaly. How does macrocephaly look like? So macrocephaly, okay, before macrocephaly, there's one spotter for you. Nowadays in AIIMS PG, they're asking a lot of video based question. Now watch this video and tell me what is it there in the baby. This baby, can you see this baby? Yes or no? So what, any problem with the baby? Anyone? Any smart graduates? Any idea? What can you see? There's some 3, 4, 5 findings I can see in this baby. Any idea? You want to watch again? Okay, watch again. What is this baby? Okay, I'll give you some links. Can you see the eyes of the baby? Is the eyes of the baby are normal? How's the head? Don't you think it's little small? Can you see little low set ears kind of a thing? Yes or no? Can you see a low hairline? Yes. So most importantly, what we saw in the baby was this only. This baby had microcephaly. This baby had abnormal deviation of the eyeballs, nothing but squint, and this baby had low set ears. And also in the pediatric neurology, again this video will come, that time this baby had low hairline and spina bifida occulta also. What is spina bifida occulta will come in pediatric neurology. Are you understanding? Just wanted to show you a little glimpse of how microcephaly look like. Maybe for you, microcephaly is not visible, but once you take a proper anthropometric measurements, that time it will be visible to you. Did you understand? Fair enough. So now what is this case? Now very important recent question. They will show you a photo and ask you identify and tell us what is the most likely diagnosis you can think in this child. So if you are a good student, you can tell me, sir, macrocephaly. But if you are the best student, you will say me nothing but hydrocephalus. Yes or no? Can you see that? Can you see this picture? Yes or no? Why do you think this case is a hydrocephalus? Because of the sunset sign. Point number 1. Point number 2, dilated veins over the scalp. Yes or no? So sunset sign, dilated veins over the scalp. I think my diagnosis looks like a hydrocephalus. More points will come in the other section, but this baby looks like a hydrocephalus, and it came in the exam. Identify the picture shown. What is the most likely diagnosis? Are you understanding? That way you should know. Now coming to the yes. Now please pay attention. Now we are going to introduce some tongue twisting words of some syndromes. So you have to be with me. Have a coffee, sit. You want to pause the video, relax. But this part you have to pay attention. Okay. So coming to the most importantly, what are the causes of microcephaly? Just have a thought in your mind. One patient came to casualty. I told, can you go and take the head circumference of that baby? So you went and you took the head circumference. The head circumference was less than -3 standard deviation. Now that baby is a clear-cut case of microcephaly. Now what are the causes? The causes are, number 1, see this now. This baby name is Rubin. This baby name is Smith. And their both families are crying because these babies are crying. So read this line with me, Rubin and Smith family crying. Okay. Why are they crying? Because newborns are very much fond of corns. Okay. So Rubin and Smith family crying for eating corns at the Pattaya beach in Thailand. There's a beach in Thailand known as the Pattaya beach. Look at this. So this is a beach. This baby is having corn. So again I will repeat the words. Just have the picture memory in your body that Rubin and Smith family crying for eating corn at the Pattaya beach. Did you get it? Yes or no? That finishes the causes of microcephaly. The most important 5 causes for PG entrance exams. Now what are these causes? What did you tell, sir? I didn't understand. So Rubin and Smith family were crying. So Rubin is nothing but Rubinstein-Tybee syndrome. Rubin and Smith. Smith is nothing but Smith-Lemli-Opitz syndrome. Okay, so Rubin and Smith family were crying. So familial also one of the causes of microcephaly. These all are the causes of microcephaly we are reading. So Rubin and Smith family were crying nothing but Cry-Do-Chart syndrome. And why they were crying? Because they wanted to eat corn. So eat Edward syndrome. Corn they wanted to eat. Cornelia de Lange syndrome at the Pattaya beach in Thailand. Pattaya. So Patau syndrome. Okay, chromosome 13, chromosome 18, down is 21. Extra points. Okay. So did you understand? What are we reading? Sir, growth and development. Which topic? Sir, syndromes. What syndrome? Sir, causes of microcephaly. What are the causes? Sir, something you told about Rubin and Smith family crying for the corn in the Pattaya beach. Okay, so Rubinstein-Tybee syndrome, Smith-Lemli-Opitz syndrome, familial Cry-Do-Chart syndrome, Edward syndrome, Cornelia de Lange syndrome, and Patau syndrome. Did you understand that much? Thank you very much if you have understood. Okay, so now coming to the next part, very important, the other causes. Now please write the other causes. The main causes of microcephaly we just finished, and we will grab each syndrome and I'll show you the picture. There is no text, only picture. So the picture will tell you nice points and you will get it. Okay. So the primary causes of microcephaly were these. And now the other causes you should know. The mnemonic here is nothing but CMA. C is nothing but the congenital infections could be there that could cause microcephaly. Could be because of the mother some problem is having, baby is having microcephaly. Or A is nothing but acquired causes that can have microcephaly. Yes or no? Yes or no? Are you with me? Very good. Let's finish it fast. So congenital infection that can cause microcephaly are, so you know that TORCH, torch profile, in that T for toxoplasmosis, C for cytomegalovirus, and R for rubella. Okay, triad of which will come in the other slide. I don't want to disturb you right now. Just write the points first of all. That causes of microcephaly, primary causes we finished. Other causes are CMA, congenital causes, maternal causes and acquired causes. Congenital causes we have toxoplasmosis, cytomegalovirus and rubella. Maternal causes, if the mother is taking alcohol, if mother is smoking, mother is taking phenytoin, mother is on radiation, or phenylketonuria. Phenylketonuria and alcohol were the PG questions. That's why star mark. Okay, one random link question. If the mother is taking alcohol, baby can have what? Nothing but fetal alcohol syndrome. Yes or no? If mother is taking misoprostol, baby can have anyone? So, Mobius syndrome. Yes or no? Mother taking anti-malarial, baby can have anyone? Deafness. Very good, very good, very good. Are you understanding? Very good, very nice. And there are some others also that we'll discuss later.